And 250 soldiers are now coming back home from the Middle East.
Now, last May, 1,800 Iowa National Guard members were deployed in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. They are now beginning a phased return back home as some soldiers have completed their assignments. Local 5's Emma Stroner is in studio this morning. And Emma, you talked to a father who's expecting to reunite with his son very soon, just on February 11th.
I did, Dana. He is obviously very excited, and I talked to him all about that anticipation. But I learned from our conversation he's experiencing some other emotions that we don't always talk about. Rodney Pavelka is 5 days away from seeing his son again.
It's amazing.
After 7 months of being over 6,000 miles apart.
My son John decided he volunteered when they were doing Inherent Resolve.
John's deployment is a familiar feeling.
All the guys in my family have either served or attempted to serve.
But that doesn't dampen a dad's worries any less.
You're scared. You know, you don't want to necessarily admit that.
Last May, 1,800 National Guard members were deployed to the Middle East in international efforts to defeat ISIS. Then, in December, 2 of those soldiers were killed in an attack. The lone ISIS gunmen took the lives of Edgar Torres Tovar and William Nathaniel Howard.
That was scary. You know, we didn't know a lot.
The news devastated hundreds of Iowa communities and worried those with kids out in the Middle East.
I got a phone call from an aunt who's 5 hours away, in tears. And, you know, having to explain to her that they're okay. John's okay.
Pavelka has accepted that John is putting his life at risk.
You're signing on that dotted line, you know, could have to pay the ultimate sacrifice.
But
service in our family is important.
And now John is coming back to that family.
These are happy tears, you know, I mean, but yeah, I broke down right here.
Here, Pavelka's church, the place he asked me to meet him at, and the place he leaned on the whole time.
You pray for everybody, you know. They don't always make it. But they're coming home.
Pavelka and John have already made plans for his arrival, which includes seeing family, decompressing, and getting some Mexican food. Dana?
An amazing return home. Very thankful they're coming back. Emma, thank you.